now like to invite Mayor of Snowy Valley Council, Mayor Ian Chaffey.
Thank you very much for joining us, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you very much for the invitation, Mr. Ambassador.
Good morning all. It's a great opportunity to be here today and acknowledge the contribution of the Polish community to this neck of the woods and to Australia generally. If you look at Mr. Strelecki's association with Australia, he certainly knew how to pick the extremes. He climbed Mount Kosciuszko and obviously named it. He also named the Strzelecki track, which is out near Inaminka, and the Strzelecki Creek. So he certainly had a vast experience of what it was like to experience Australia's landscape. But I think it's very significant that we acknowledge the contribution of the Polish community here today by planting these trees. It's obviously that community has had a significant impact on the history of the Snowy Mountain scheme in particular, and I do, I suppose, be a little bit controversial here today, but I think it's only appropriate that we acknowledge the contribution that the Polish community are making to those in the Ukraine. I find it very interesting that a country that suffered the indignities of the Germans in the Second World War thinks it's appropriate that they should inflict those sort of indignities on the Ukrainian people. As I said, it might be a bit controversial, but that's the way I feel about it, and I think we need to acknowledge the fact that we as Australians need to offer whatever assistance we can to the Polish community in their endeavours to make the suffering that the Ukrainian people are experiencing at this point in time a little easier, if that's possible. But Mr. Ambassador, I would like to, on behalf of the Snowy Valleys Council and our community, express our appreciation for what's happening here today, and I'm not sure that I'll live long enough to see these trees to be substantial, but I imagine they'll go on and there'll be a significant recognition of that contribution that the Polish people have made to our country and this neck of the woods in particular. So thank you very much indeed. I appreciate the opportunity.
We now have a presentation from Mr. John Whitehead, the Vice President of the Upper Murray Historical Society.
Honourable Sir, to cement the friendship between Poland and the Upper Murray Historical Society and our local museum, with just a few words, I want to congratulate you on your talk this morning. And to further cement that friendship, I would ask you to accept this as a small token of our appreciation of your efforts and the efforts of our friends here. They know about the museum, and I hope and trust that one day you will be able to come and have a look at our museum.
I will, definitely.
And just to let you know, no one else knows about this. I made this up and I finished this morning at 9 o'clock. Because I couldn't get stuff I wanted, so
Thank you very much. It's an honour.
Yeah.